All right, Coach Cook here with Baseball University. We have another prospect on today. This is Christian Colwell. He's a right-handed pitcher and an outfielder for North Henderson High School, and we're very excited to announce that he has signed with Norwich University. So he's been kind enough to come on the show today and answer a few questions and give some insight to prospects and families out there who are in the recruiting process right now. So Christian, first, thanks for being here with us.
Yeah.
All right, Christian. So the first question I have for you was, when you were a younger high school player, before the whole college recruiting process started, what were some misconceptions that you had about college baseball and college recruiting as a 13, 14-year-old kid?
Well, one misleading thing was in my head that I thought that college coaches would come out more to the high school games, and when you start playing, you realize that none come out really unless you're a superstar baseball player. It's just very rare that they come out, so I think that was one misleading thing that I heard about.
I think there's a lot of kids in that
Yeah.
boat. So, all right, my next question is, with Norwich being, a university that offers a military route, where did you get your interest to take that military pursuit? Why is this an option that you're excited to pursue?
Well, my papaw, he was in the Army, and he served in World War II, and he protected the bomb that that they used on Japan. And I thought that was really cool and all that, and I got really interested there. And then I just decided I just go into Marines. So.
Cool, man. Well, we were just celebrating Memorial Day. Obviously in America this is a big deal. Serving your country. So, have you given time to think about that responsibility?
I have definitely a big decision to make. Because you're fighting for people's freedom, and I want to give back to the freedom I have. So I have put a lot of decision into it, a lot of thought. So definitely.
You're right. Well, it's like people like your grandfather. We're here able to have this conversation because of what he did.
Yeah.
So. All right. My next question for you is, going to Norwich. What was as you started looking into schools, what was so appealing about Norwich University?
I guess number one would be, Coach McCourt and himself. The way he talked to me on the phone, and he got other players to reach out to me was, pretty thoughtful as to any questions I had. I thought that was pretty awesome that he did. Another one would be, the lifestyle that they have there at Norwich would lead me up to the Marines, get me ready and prepared. And then the next one, obviously, playing ball. Being able to play ball is pretty nice.
All right, my next question, any ball player, no matter the situation, I think there has to be nerves, so as you get ready to leave in August to go to a 4-year university, what are you nervous about, and how do you plan on, dealing with those nerves?
I guess number one would be time management, being able to, have the athlete style of school, and then having to make sure you study and pass all your classes. I guess that's number one. And I'll have to have help because not the best at time management sometimes. And then the second one would be living so far away from my family, not being able to see them. I guess I'd have to get used to that. Which I'm not. Yeah, it'd be pretty tough, but I'm sure I'll make it.
All right, so when you started doing recruiting calls and reaching out to coaches, let's take Coach Bacor at Norwich. When you spoke with him for the very first time, what were some questions that he asked you?
He asked me about my grades. That was the number one thing he asked was, see how well I was doing in school. Next would be if that was the kind of lifestyle that I wanted to pursue, because it's a military base, so it's not as fun as a regular school would be. You have a dress code you have to have, and all that. And then as well as if I had played in my season, if I'd started, or how well I did, and all that. Yeah.
When you get involved in the recruiting process, especially if you don't have any help, you're going to make mistakes. So obviously we have a happy ending to this story, but let some of those kids out there know what were some of the mistakes that you made in the process, and maybe give them some advice on what to avoid.
All right. Some things would be being punctual about things, getting onto it. I was really I would really push it off until like the last second, and sometimes it'd be too late, and then they'd already moved on. Other things would be like, this year I got in trouble, got suspended for it. I had to pay my dues for it. But, it really, they have to call the school and find out what you did. So, it's a bother in that way. But, just be honest about it, I guess, and just, stay out of trouble. As well as, perfecting your game. Always be, working out and throwing and hitting because, it just makes you a better ball player as well and just, practice your game.
All right, next question for you. Baseball University, myself, we were really happy to work with you and help you see this through. So if you don't mind, can you tell some of those prospects out there, what was your experience working with Baseball University and how were we able to advise you and help you in this process?
Yeah, so Baseball University, or you and yourself, really helped me because, after the season ended, I didn't have any thoughts of going to play college ball because I thought, it was pretty much over. And then, about a month ago or so, I talked to you about, I still want to play ball, but, I want to go into the military. And you said that there are military schools that, I could play ball. And then probably about, not even a day later, you found me, 3 or 4 colleges that, I had a chance to go play ball at. So that was really interesting that you found it that fast for me. And the moment I told you that I wanted to go, you were right on it. I thought that was pretty helpful. And then the filming videos, they are really helpful to send to colleges. So I really thank you for that. Take a while for you. Definitely a lot of work. But I really do thank you for that. That's about it.
Cool. All right, so reflecting on your senior season, it was a letdown like everybody else in the country had to see their season be shortened. I believe North Henderson was 4-1.
Yeah.
Off to a 4-1 start. But bygones be bygones. Looking back on it all, what were some of your favorite memories, and what are you going to remember about North Henderson baseball?
Let's see. North Henderson baseball. The late practices. Those are not always the fun parts about it, but getting to be out here with your team, sharing laughs, right then and there is really fun. Let's see. The bus rides back, coming back from our last game, coming back from Chase. We had, rap battles, and then we had an eating contest. Those are really fun. And then, we had a big old moment at Waffle House where we all went there after winning at East in our underwear.
I hope Norwich University is prepared for Christian Colwell. All right, so the final question I have for you, and this is just something I'm intrigued about. I was happy to see that, you were able to get a college, a national letter of intent, and you were not a product of the travel team scene, So my question is, why weren't you involved in travel ball more? And do you really feel that that is a helpful thing to youth baseball at this point?
Number one was cost. It's expensive to go every weekend to go play ball. Or Charlotte or South Carolina, Greenville, something like that. It gets expensive, as well as travel ball. You're always playing, so the chances of you hurting your arm or something is way higher because you're always using your arm. You don't have a break, and you're playing so much in one weekend. You could be throwing 67 pitches a game. So you do 3 or 4 games. It's 200, 300 pitches. That's a lot. It's a lot of throwing. So me and my dad decided not to play travel ball for 2 reasons, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, Christian, thanks so much for being here. We're very proud of you. I know your North Henderson coaches are very proud of you, and we're happy to see 2 seniors out of your class sign this year, and we're hoping that you go get success at Norwich, and that opens up pathways for more of these players out here in Western North Carolina to go follow you, because we think there's a lot of good baseball out here. There's just, exposure is always the problem. So, thank you for tuning in, and we hopefully will have more prospects for you very soon.